Welcome dear students. Chapter 1, Class 9, Chapter 1, French Revolution. We discussed in the part 1, the previous video, about the socio-political condition in France before the French Revolution and the struggle of the poor, the emergence of the middle class, and also the contribution of the French philosophies. These are the things we discussed in the previous class. Now in part 2, in this video, we are going to discuss about the outbreak of the revolution. First, we are going to discuss about the Estate General. Second, the voting in Estate General. Third, tennis court oath, otherwise tennis court assembly. Then the fourth one, we are going to discuss the outbreak of revolution, outbreak of the French Revolution. And the last one we are going to discuss in this video, the result of the revolt. So one by one we can discuss the Estate General. So Louis XVI want to increase taxes. So what he want to do? Louis XVI had to increase taxes. But in old regime, that means the system existed before the French Revolution. In the old regime, monarch did not have the power to impose taxes. The system existed at that time in France in the old regime. The king did not have the power to impose taxes in his own way. To impose taxes or to increase taxes or to introduce new taxes, he wanted to call a meeting of the Estates General. The Estates General was a political body. So the members, the representatives of the three estates, they want to send their representatives into the Estate General. But it was the last time it was done in 1614. The last time the Estate General convened the meeting in 1614. So on 5th May 1789, Louis XVI called together an assembly of the Estate General to pass proposals for new taxes or to impose or increase taxes. On 5th May 1789, the last time Estate General convened its meeting 1614. So in a beautiful hall in Versailles, the first and second estates sent 300 representatives each. And there are 600 members, 600 representatives of the third estate had to stand at the back of the first and second estate. So in the beautiful hall of Versailles, the first and second estate, they sat face to face. And from first estate, there are 300 representatives, and second estate, there are 300 representatives. So they sat in the beautiful hall of Versailles face to face. Behind the first and second estate, the representatives of the third estate, there are 600 members, they had to stand at the back. So this is the way the Estate General convened its meeting. Why the Estate General convened its meeting? Because in old regime, monarch did not have the power to impose taxes or to introduce taxes or to increase taxes. So first of all, he want to call a meeting of the Estates General. Then, to pass a resolution, to take a decision in the Estate General, a majority vote want to get. So how was the voting system in Estate General? That was the second thing. Voting had been conducted according to the principle that each estate had one vote. That was the system existed at that time in the old regime. Voting had been conducted according to the principle. What is the principle? What is the voting system? Each estate had one vote. So first estate one vote, second estate one vote, third estate one vote. So automatically what will happen? The first and second estate will vote as favorable to king. So the third estate, that is they may vote against king, against the proposal of, against the king's proposal of imposed tax. So 2:1. So the majority vote will get from the first and second estate. So Louis XVI was determined to continue the same practice. What is the same practice? Each estate had one vote. The third estate demanded that voting now be conducted by the assembly as a whole. That means each member would have one vote. In that way, we want to conduct the voting in the Estate General. Each member would have one vote. So the first estate, there are 300 members, so 300 vote. In the second estate, there are 300 members, so 300 vote. In the third estate, there are 600 representatives, so 600 vote. This is the suggestion put forward by the third estate. This was one of the democratic principles by Rousseau in his book, The Social Contract. So actually this principle that was introduced by, put forward by, suggested by Rousseau for the first time in his book, Social Contract. But Louis XVI, the king, rejected this proposal. That means each member would have one vote. That proposal rejected by the king. So automatically the third estate, the members of the 600 members of the third estate walked out of the assembly in a protest way. Then the third one, the tennis court oath. The tennis court assembly. That means after they walked out of the beautiful hall of Versailles, that means the estate general from the meeting of the from the assembly of the estate general, they gathered in a nearby place. That is on 20th June. They assembled in the hall of an indoor tennis court in the grounds of Versailles. They declared themselves as a national assembly. Instead of the estate general, they declared themselves as a national assembly. And also in the national assembly in the tennis court hall, they swore not to disperse till they had drafted a constitution for France. Until they formulate a constitution for France, they never disperse from this place. That would limit the powers of the monarch. They are going to prepare a constitution for France. That constitution would limit the powers of the monarch. They were led by two major leaders, Mirabeau and Abbé Sieyès. So these are the generally known as the tennis court oath or tennis court assembly. After they walked out of the estate general, they immediately gathered in an indoor tennis court, and then they declared themselves as a national assembly, and they began to swear. They never dispersed till they had drafted a constitution for France. That constitution would limit the powers of the monarch. There are two major leaders to suggest, to lead this assembly, that is by Mirabeau and Abbé Sieyès. Then the fourth one, the National Assembly was busy at Versailles for drafting a constitution. The Estate General passed with a majority of vote of first and second estate imposing new taxes, introduced new taxes, while the third estate walked out of the General Assembly. So the Estate General was in a protest way, and they assembled in a indoor tennis court, and they were busy at Versailles for drafting a constitution. This was the political condition at that time in France. So the rest of France, as in France and Paris, these type of things are happening. The rest of France, the other places of France, see it with turmoil. There are some chaos and confusion occurred. A severe winter, bad harvest, the price of bread rose. Often bakers exploited the situation and hoarded supplies, such as the bad situations arise in the various parts of France. Severe winter came, crops failed, and harvest failed, and also the price of bread, that is a common food, the common people, the price increased, and some of the bakers exploited the situation. They hoarded supplies, and the people began to wait in long queues in front of the bakery, and they were angered. They began to forcibly entered into the shops, stormed into the shops. The king ordered troops to move into Paris. While these type of incidents are happening, the king ordered the soldiers, the troops to move into Paris. On 14th July, the agitated crowd, the revolutionaries, they stormed and destroyed the Bastille prison. In village, rumors spread. Hired bands of brigands, some of the gangs, coming to the mansions of the landlords, the estates, on their way to destroy the ripe crops. Peasants in several districts seized hoes and pitchforks, some of the tools using for agricultural purpose, such as the tools they used, and attacked Chattoos. They looted, hoarded grain, burned down documents containing record of manorial dues. And these revolutionaries, they began to looted, hoarded grain. The godowns they looted, and also they began to burn the documents. All these documents are containing the records of various taxes imposed from the peasants, such as the documents they began to burn. So these are the things happen because of the outbreak of the revolution. The General Assembly, the State General, they were going to pass the new tax, but the third estate walked out of in a protest way, and they gathered, they assembled in an indoor tennis court, and they themselves declared as National Assembly. Such things are happening. At the same time, the rest of France, several chaos and confusion occurred that finally reached into a revolution. So these type of incidents occurred. That is the outbreak of French Revolution. Then what is the result of the revolt? Because of the power of revolt, Louis XVI finally recognized the National Assembly. Louis XVI finally recognized the National Assembly. He accepted to check his power by a constitution. He also accepted to introduce a constitution to limit his powers. On the night of 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed the abolishing of feudal system of obligations and taxes. So Louis XVI finally compelled to recognize the National Assembly, and he also accepted to introduce a constitution. That means France, a monarch subjected to a constitution. Then on the night of 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed the abolishing of feudal system and obligations and taxes. The clergy too were forced to give up their privileges. That resolution also passed by the National Assembly. Thus, the various type of taxes were abolished and lands owned by the church were confiscated. The National Assembly completed the draft of the Constitution in 1791. And power now separated to different institutions such as the legislature, executive, and judiciary. This made France a constitutional monarchy. That means there is a king ruled the country subjected to a constitution. Thus, France became a constitutional monarchy. So this is the result of the revolt. Because of the power of revolt, he finally recognized the National Assembly and also accepted to check his power by a constitution. And also the National Assembly passed the abolition of feudal system and various taxes. The clergy also forced to give up their privileges and various taxes abolished. The lands owned by the church were confiscated. And finally, the National Assembly completed the constitutional work in 1791. And power now separated. The power separated into three institutions such as the legislature, executive, and judiciary. Finally, France became a constitutional monarchy. So these are the 5 things that we discussed in this part. The outbreak of revolution, the Estate General, voting in Estate General, the tennis court assembly, the outbreak of revolution, and the result of the revolt. So, okay, thank you.